This book should not be needed. In the 21st century, a person should be free to decide that a certain religion is no longer for them and be free to leave without fear of reprisals. Sadly though, humanity still has a considerable way to go before freedom of conscience is truly honoured across all cultures and creeds. Many abusive religious groups continue to exert a stranglehold on their members, and the leadership of Jehovah's Witnesses are no exception. What you've just been listening to are the opening words from my new book, How to Escape from Jehovah's Witnesses. Now this is a title that I've chosen very carefully. I was going to call the book How to Leave Jehovah's Witnesses, but the simple truth is that for many former believers, myself included, you don't just leave Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses is a religion that you have to fight your way out of. For example, if I were to tell you, yesterday evening I left my friend's house, there would be nothing abnormal about this statement. But if I were to tell you, yesterday evening I escaped from my friend's house, this changes the complexion entirely. All of a sudden you're interested in, whoa, who is your friend? Why did you have to escape from him? What was he doing to you? You see, while many people think of Jehovah's Witnesses as a mostly benign, slightly annoying evangelical movement, the truth is they are an abusive, captive organisation, thanks in large part to their policy of shunning former members. This means that to even think about leaving is to put yourself in an incredibly stressful position. Suddenly you're faced with the prospect of being separated from everyone you know and love, including your closest family members, purely for the crime of no longer agreeing with your religion's leaders, the governing body. As many of you know, I've been an outspoken critic of Jehovah's Witnesses for years now, and throughout my activism I've been inundated with messages from terrified witnesses in the earliest stages of waking up who are frantically seeking advice on what to do and how to handle their predicament. While it's easy sometimes for ex-witnesses to say, well, that's easy, you just leave. The truth is, there are ways you can complicate matters and make things worse for yourself when you're going through this process. And my book will be aimed at helping witnesses navigate the minefield of obstacles that await them. For example, my book will walk the reader through how to deal with elders and believing friends and family who might start to ask about their spirituality, with advice on what to say and what not to say. My book will go through planning an exit strategy and will recommend valuable resources for research and connecting with other ex-members while stressing the importance of maintaining privacy online. Although it won't be a book about mental health, it will point the reader in the direction of trained professionals who can supply counselling and emotional support. Most importantly of all, it will hold the reader's hand through what can be an extremely stressful, nerve-wracking, uncertain period, reminding them that no matter how bad things get, they are not alone. As with my first book, The Reluctant Apostate, I'm launching How to Escape from Jehovah's Witnesses on Indiegogo. The amount I'm asking for is $500, which is the minimum amount for launching an Indiegogo campaign. Though this money will undoubtedly help towards the publishing costs, in all honesty, the Indiegogo campaign is more a chance for you to pre-order the book, which you can do for $9 plus shipping, with further options including signed copies, having your name included in the acknowledgements, and even having your story featured in the final pages. And you'll be pleased to know that because the new book will be approximately a quarter of the thickness of the first book, it will be cheaper to print, and therefore I will be aiming to price it as cheaply as possible so that it's easy on the wallet. There are more details on the Indiegogo page, and I'll be putting a link to the campaign in the description below. But for now, I just want to thank in advance all of you who decide to get behind this project, and as always, thank you for watching.